Atlantic hurricane season doesn't officially begin for another 7 weeks, but early signs suggest there's more uncertainty than usual this season, all thanks to El Niño. Colorado State University released its 2023 Atlantic hurricane season forecast Thursday morning and forecasts 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes. Each of these numbers is slightly below the typical season average of 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. We predict the 2023 Atlantic Basin hurricane season will be slightly below average, said Phil Klotzbach, a research scientist in CSU's Department of Atmospheric Science. The current neutral ENSO conditions seem highly likely to shift into El Niño this summer-autumn. However, there is considerable uncertainty about how strong it will be if an El Niño develops. Klotzbach says one factor causing uncertainty is sea surface temperatures in the eastern and mid-Atlantic. Sea surface temperatures are one of the components needed to feed hurricanes. The warmer the ocean, the more fuel can be used for storms. And right now, sea surface temperatures are much warmer than normal, so even if El Niño develops, the potential for an intense Atlantic hurricane season still exists. While CSU's forecast predicts slightly below average numbers overall, the probability of U.S. landfall appears to be just as high as in any normal year. Atlantic seasonal #hurricane forecast from Colorado State U. The season calls for slightly below normal 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes and 2 major hurricanes. Solid #El Nino but relatively high probability of very hot tropical subtropical Atlantic right now 2E3XHCAGSM pic. Twitter 25 IA07 @OB, Philip Klotzbach April 13, 2023, we predict a near-average probability for major hurricanes making landfall along the United States coastline and in the Caribbean, Klotzbach said. As with all hurricane seasons, coastal residents are reminded that it only takes one hurricane to land on it to become an active season for them. No matter how much activity is anticipated, they should prepare the same for each season. The biggest factor this year will definitely be El Niño. How quickly El Niño kicks in can have significant effects on how hurricane season will develop, because hurricane is one of the main weather patterns that affects tropical seasons in Atlantic and Pacific, said CNN meteorologist Brandon Miller. You can't accurately predict this hurricane season without accurately predicting when and how much El Niño will intensify this fall. It all depends on El Niño. El Niño traditionally inhibits hurricane activity, while La Nina or ENSO neutral conditions create a more favorable environment for tropical storm development. The Climate Prediction Center released an El Niño Watch report Thursday morning, stating that the probability of El Niño developing in May-July 2023 is 62%. The precise timing of El Niño occurrence and how robust this particular L&I